Hey everybody, John Huber here. Today, MSDE came out with this video about the ongoing closure or the ongoing reduction, if you will, of the Federal Department of Education. They're obviously very much against it. And they're listing all these numbers, 100 and some million for this, 30 some million for that, etc. And they're suggesting that this money is like not going to be there. And the money's still there. It's not going anywhere. But it's just, and at the very end, she finally says, she goes, 11% of the state's education budget flows through the Department of Education. It doesn't come from the Department of Education. It flows through. The Department of Education does not raise money on its own. It does not have money. It just allots money based on what they get from the Treasury. And that's all based on federal policy, etc. So go back and look at my video. I talk a little bit about I don't think it's going to make a gigantic difference in your child's class. I tell you, you'd be hard-pressed to find any teacher who could probably list the last 3 or 4 secretaries of education. They've had a minimal role, but they kind of oversee, the big thing is they oversee a lot of those types of things. And the modern theory is, or the new theory, is that the states are going to now control that. Whatever money went there, they're just going to go directly to the states, and it's up to the state to manage the education in their state. It's more of a federalist view. This is not new. Ronald Reagan threatened to or wanted to advocate getting rid of it, and he's not the first one. You know, people have said for years we don't need it, and it just kept growing in bureaucracy and bureaucracy. Now people think we need it. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's probably going to get a lot worse before it gets better, but eventually, it's going to be, the state's going to run education, which is the way it's supposed to be. So, I hope this helps. He's just kind of kicking the doors in, and I feel terrible for the workers. But what do these people do all day? They sit in there and they write these policies, and I've seen the policies that come out, and guidelines on this and guidelines on that, and they're just guidelines. But people at state level can do that. I've never in my 30-year career in education found something that came from the feds that I went, oh, this is really good. Most of the stuff comes from the state, and even half of that I didn't always like, but it was what it was. So anyway, I think it's just a matter of about the way that this is taking place, and not so much the fact that it is. Again, it's nothing new. Other presidents have spoken about it for years. So anyway, we'll see. I'm keeping an eye on it. I hope this helps. Have a great day.